Okay. Lady with elections here in Vilonia, who's going to run the polling places, she asked me to do a little presentation on the zones and things. That people are confused about that on what's going to happen with the upcoming primary election. So, thought I'd put this little thing together and make y'all a video. We'll look first at the U.S. congressional districts. These changed a little bit. We're still in District 2. French Hill is still our incumbent representative, but District 2 now includes all of Faulkner County and the other counties that surround us there. French Hill's the incumbent, like I said. In the Republican primary, you'll have a choice to vote between him and Conrad Reynolds. The Democrat candidate does not have a primary challenger. Quintessa Hathaway is going to be the Democratic nominee. And in November, you'll get a chance to vote for the winner of the Republican primary and the Democrat Quintessa Hathaway. The Vilonia School Board has really changed a lot. This is the first year that we're going to have a zoned school board election in Vilonia. The 2020 census, Vilonia's student body or population here went above 10%. So that 10% minorities. And that triggered a state law that says that we have to have a zoned school board for representation if our student body is over 10% minority. So we are now, the school board had a choice to make it 5 zones and 2 at-large candidate or positions, or make 7 zone positions. They chose the 5 zones and 2 at-large positions. Zones 1, 2, 3, and 4, there's no challengers. The incumbents will all retain those seats. They all file to run again, and they will retain those seats without a challenge. 1 at-large position has no challenger. Trey Foster is going to sit in that position because nobody challenged him. So the 2 seats that are up for election now are the at-large number 1, where Mr. Ed Sellers is the incumbent, and he is going to be running against Chad Hearn and Kimberly Weaver Williams, who both filed to run for that seat. And in Zone 5, this big blue area over here, Gina McNew is the incumbent, and Shauna Emmett is challenging her for that seat. This area includes everything east of 107 except this little cutout. This is Rupel Lane and Gorman Road and everything to the west of that and south of 64. And closing there is included in Zone 3, but everything else to the east of 107 is included in Zone 5. So if you live over there, you're voting in this Zone 5 race. This is Auto Road, and this is West Lewisburg. And so if you live in this little cutout here, that's Rocky Point here. So if you live south of Rocky Point, east of West Lewisburg, and north of Auto Road, you're in Zone 5, and you will get to vote on this race between Shawn Emmett and Gina McNew also. And going north of 64, Main Street here, this is Naylor Road. So if you live to the east of Naylor Road up to Schultz, and then if you live north of Schultz and east of Simpson Road, and all points east from there, those are in Zone 5 also. So everybody in this Zone 5, this blue area, will be voting for both of these races. Everybody in the district will vote for this at-large position. Arkansas Senate, these boundaries changed also. Vilonia proper is going to be in Zone 24, and Missy Irvin. All 3 of these seats are unopposed. So the incumbents are going to retain these seats. But Missy Irvin is going to be our new state senator in Vilonia. And some people in the district will be caught in District 18 over here. That's on the very far east side of the county. Jonathan Dismang will be your senator. And then down here, going south on 107 and a little bit to the east, there's going to be Ricky Hill. He was the senator representing us before this redistricting. Arkansas House District is a little more complicated. Stephen Meeks has been our representative in the past, but he is in now Zone 42, and that's not going to include Vilonia. We might get a few people in the district, school district, who still have Stephen Meeks, but I'm not sure. Zone 56, a few people in the district here will be voting in this race, and this is Lower Ridge Road and Rooster Road here. So if you live anywhere right about this line here, just barely west of Rooster Road, you may be in this District 56. In the Republican primary, Kim Slaughter and Trent Miner are both running for this office. You'll have a choice between those 2. The Democrat primary, Steve McGee is the incumbent in that seat, and he does not have a challenger. And then there's a Libertarian candidate, Howard Heffington. District 57, that's contained in Vilonia proper now, stretches over almost to BV and almost to Searcy, includes a large part of White County and then parts of Faulkner County on the east side. And this one, Cameron Cooper is the only Republican running for that, and he's going to be challenged in November by a Libertarian, Joshua Huckabee. District 69 is going to catch a few of our people down here, and those are going to be represented by David Ray, who is incumbent in that seat, and he doesn't have a Republican challenger, and Zachary Culp will challenge him in November for that seat. But that's all of the zone positions. Everything else we should all be voting on that shows up on the ballot. So that's just the difference in the way the redistricting went and changed the zones and the representation for school board, Arkansas House, Arkansas Senate, and the U.S. House of Representatives. So I hope that helps some folks. Y'all get out and vote next week. Early voting starts May 9th. Election day is May 24th. The primaries matter. Get out and vote.